As a certified manager, my philosophy was simple: a good time, not a long time. Physical, absolutely. Catching, feeling, hard pat. I never expected to crash and burn for Rowan, the golden retriever of the swim team. I willingly cleared out my roster just to play house with him. My eyes traced the sharp cut of his chest, dipping down to his abs, and that unfair, deeply carved V-line. I grabbed the hem of my dress and yanked it over my head, letting it ooze on the floor. Rowan's gaze instantly darkened, heavy and consuming. The sweet golden boy vanished. His breath hit to sudden rough and jotted in the quiet room as he spoke. Let a man handle that. Chapter 1. Settling down. Not in his lifetime. Please, look at me. Ball skin, legs for days, killer curves, and the literal blueprint for the coquette. I was the absolute CEO of roster management. I couldn't buy toothpaste without 3 guys asking for my age. I could a solid rotation of a dozen guys in my DM, weeding out the weak ones every month. Then I froze. Holy shit, who's he? Damn, that jawline, that bill. I let my gaze drop, making a subtle, weeping out the one his way down. I was packing, leaned that to Harper, later on my most sickly saccharine voice, begging her to get his number for me. Buck off, she said. Fine, I'd do it myself. A cold draft hit the back of my neck, bringing a bad premonition that settled deep in my gut. And yet the universe hated me the absolute second I hit the pool water. My leg completely seized up in a brutal cramp right as I was closing in on my target. One more meter, and I could have feigned a delicate, helpless swoop right into Rowan's arms. Instead, I was thrashing and sputtering like an absolute idiot. Right before I blacked out, I clawed frantically at the water until my fingers finally curled into fabric. Where's my catch? Where's he? Harper leaned into my line of sight, rolling her eyes so hard they almost got stuck. Your catch thought you were literally craving seafood. He want to get you spicy takeout. What? Is this a riddle? You passed out and woke up mumbling about your catch. She continued. I don't know whether to applaud your dedication to the roster or be disgusted by your sheer thirst. Wait, what? I didn't even get to touch him and he just fun. Hold on. My fingers were locked in a death grip around a clump of wet blue span. Holy sheer 30 slump rides. Panicked face found before I wanted to flash through my mind. But so here was the $1,000,000 question. How did these come off and who pulled them? Shame. A minute earlier and he would have caught me hooking my bra. Now I was fully dressed. Tragic. Really? Hi. Rowan stared firmly at the linoleum floor, refusing to meet my eyes as he shoved a takeout bag onto the bedside table and pivoted toward the door. Like hell I was letting him walk out. I stretched my long leg out, blocking his exit. You go to state, right? A dark flush crept up his neck. God. No, technically, I'm your upperclassman. I got a maid. Call me mommy. Huh? Snack that, buddy. I mean, what? Died and lost when it finally clicked that I was messing with him. The tips of his ears burned crimson. Oh, he was precious. I tapped a fingernail against the plastic bag. What did you get? It's from that famous spicy seafood place down the street. I thought you might like it. Jesus. This boy was going to be the death of me. I dug into the food, keeping my eyes locked on him the entire time. I deliberately dragged my tongue across my lower lip, pasting this by damn. No tender. I loved it. Thank God this place used boneless meats. The way I was practically undressing them with my eyes. Rowan looked panicked enough to choke on a stray bone. I finished the last bite and let out a soft, satisfied sigh. I leaned back, looking up at him through my lashes. Thanks for this. I'm glad you liked it. It had been way too long since I'd played with the golden retriever this cute. I let out a soft ruffling laugh. I wasn't talking about the food. Then what? Chapter 2. I curled my index finger under his chin, tilting his face up as I let my voice drop into a soft, liquid purr. Take a wild guess. A dark, furious blush dropped up his clean-shaven neck, swallowing his cheek. God, I hadn't even started bleeding toward neck of his sob out to a fiercely about the boy this pure was practically begging to be devoured whole. I closed the distance, letting the heat radiating off his skin hit me. A fine sheen of sweat gathered on the bridge of his nose, whether from the spicy food or the sheer proximity. I didn't care. He was gorgeous down to his pores. I'll take good care of